Good morning, TikTok. I'm just getting set up this morning. TikTok, your view is right here on my phone until I can get my desktop set up. But today's the third live, so we'll be getting it set up. Let me go grab my coffee and we'll be right back. Opening the charts together. Running a little late this morning. Oh, cool. I just saw that my phone is about to die. It's at 20%. This should be fun. Good morning, Nicole. Thank you so much for engaging and sharing and liking the video and being hitting this button right here. Bam, bam, bam. The daily heart me. Thank you, Nicole. I've got your back, Jack. And I love the support. Good morning, everybody. We're going to do Tape Read It Tuesday. Let me go ahead and put my disclaimer up. I'll read it for the TikTok because I doubt you can see it. The information provided in this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Trading futures and other financial instruments involves substantial risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Always do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor before making trading decisions. Alright, now that's out of the way. We may see it again later on if I do end up taking a trade. But, oh, my laptop camera's not on. Good morning. Alright, we are pulling up NinjaTrader this morning. Good morning, Nicole. I want to learn to trade. My dad is a great investor, but never taught me. Oh, see, I hate that he doesn't teach it, but you know what? It's something that's a skill you can learn on your own. I taught myself through really just doing it at first with stocks, right? So I first started with Webull and would just buy. I have a really funny story, but on Webull, and one of my worst trades in ever is on my Webull. But yeah, there's another free resource that I use called ICT, Inner Circle Trader, and he gives, oh my gosh, he breaks down the market just perfectly. Good morning. And he does it all for free, right? He breaks down that the algorithm, or the market is an algorithm and has repeatable characteristics. And you know, I'm probably going to say it 1,000 times, but when someone says, is trading, I don't know about co-hosting yet. There we go. When someone thinks of trading as gambling and this and that, I just think, well, if you have a repeatable system, right, that's your edge, you're not going to convince me that it's gambling, especially with my edge, right? Yeah, there may be days of loss, but you have to accept that, right? Good morning. Okay. So, London made new highs, and now New York just made a new high. Cool. Good morning, good morning. Go ahead and tap that screen live. This live, share it out for all our friends. Thank you, CC Peach, for joining in. Give that screen a double tap. I'm on camera this way. This was the only way that I could figure out how to get our screen shared. If someone could message and let me know, do you see this screen properly, or does it look flipped around to you? Can someone message me that, please? Also, thank y'all so much for tapping that screen. I love the love, man. So I'm asking, can we see my screen? Does it look backwards, or are we looking... I know it's probably really small for you guys. Really, really small, and I'm so sorry. I don't know what I just did. Sorry, I have to put the phone down 1 second. My cats are meowing at me. Imagine that. Good morning, good morning. Tap that screen for me. How are we doing? How are we doing, TikTok and YouTube? Good morning. Good morning. It is a good morning. Ooh, my face just got bright. I'm gonna try and find some music. Yum, yum, yum. Good morning. Good morning. Apparently I can have guests now, though. I thought that was an unlock after your third live. What does it say? Congratulations on unlocking TikTok Live access. How did I already unlock? Oh, because I went live for the third time. If you can scroll, you can stream. Try going live today. Click here to go live. Well, cool. Good morning. How are we doing, James? Make sure you're tapping that screen. And I appreciate the daily heart meets this morning. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started on Tape Read It Tuesday. We're about 20 minutes in to this bad boy. All right, we're starting from the higher time frame like normal. This is our daily chart. Look at this hot mess. We are already on another new high, so we update this bad boy. If y'all were watching my videos, you see how I do this and struggle to put it in. Right? Okay. Some high, apply. I'm going to go ahead and put the date 7/29 ATH, even though I already know. Good morning, good morning. Make sure you're messaging in and tell me, where are we from, guys? Where are we from out there in this cold, cruel world? Alright, so far we see a huge volume imbalance on the daily that we still haven't returned to. Y'all, this is some bullish conditions. Some bullishness going on over here. Okay, immediately goes up into a new high. And we're right halfway in between this down candle. On the open. So excuse me. Good morning. Sorry, I have to put the phone down. Y'all need to message me on here. How are we doing? Let's get some engagement. I need to share out my live. How do I share out my live? With all my people. With all my people. Ain't nobody online today, this morning. Make sure you're sharing my live. I know, Nicole, you did. I appreciate you, Chica. Pew, pew, pew. Let's go ahead and send that. Hey, she's back. Hey, Nicole. How are we doing, Nicole? Thank you for being here and supporting. Did your cats forgive you for feeding them late? Excuse me, my throat is... I just woke up. She got up early. Late. I can't even say how I woke up. And I called myself a she. Who knew? Ooh. Yeah. It's an early morning. Alright, we're going to throw on some royalty-free music this morning. I need to turn on my private. Good morning. We slept in today. They are usually my alarm at 6 a.m. and my husband feeds them, but he slept in. About same. I literally, oh man, I'm going to tell y'all what, this TikTok, I have been on it. I have been following as many people as I can until I get into TikTok jail, and then that happens like snap, blink, crack, pop of the eye, and then of course liking every post, sharing that post, and then what's the one above it, saving it. Oh great, my connection is low. I'm sorry guys. It's probably gonna be like that. You're in TikTok jail too? Yeah, I don't understand. Why. Why do they make it so difficult? We're just trying to be supportive. We're helping each other grow, and we're doing it the best that we can. And while we're engaging, why stop the engagement? But I understand. There's those accounts that just don't mean well, and the only way to combat that is to stop the riffraff of it all. All right, we've been live on YouTube for 15 minutes. What are we doing over here? Oh, it doesn't show me. Good morning. You may want to try. So I have unlocked co-host, multi-guest. Sorry guys, I'm exploring. Nicole with the hand claps. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. I mean, it's real. If you're clapping at my little talky speech about support, I guess. All right. I'm going to look back up at the charts. We are distracted this morning. So, New York pre-market session, y'all, just made a high. Like all-time high. At 8. Oh, my contacts are so messed up. Made a higher high. At 8:15, or around about. That doesn't typically happen pre-market, so it's been a pretty bullish week, y'all. It's incredible. Oh, CC Peach said she got you. What was it? Oh, CC Peach is a sweetie. Thanks for getting her. Is she still in here? Yes. What does this say over here? Oh. See, we're learning today. We are taking our time, trying to find it out, work it out, working out the kinks. Thank you for liking the live. Make sure you share for me. Let's get some people in here that may want to check out the market this morning. I know it may look confusing, however, don't tell yourself that, because it's really not. Everything takes time to learn and process, right? And it's what you allow yourself to learn and process that matters, in my opinion. So right now I'm looking at a 15 minute candle chart. What does it say? It is, though. Yes. You've got a flash goal. Oh, there we go. I need to... Let me start a flash goal. I need a goal. Ooh, Lord. I don't know. Let's pin it. Alright, I got my first flash goal there. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Okay. 3 new messages. Let's see. Nicole, thank you for sharing that live. I appreciate you. I wish I did this sooner. You know, I love it. It's fun. I do too. I've been wanting to do this since, I want to say, I started my YouTube channel, and actually I can look at it right. I started my YouTube channel. Oh, this is probably going to take me. Oh, wait. I think I can scroll down. Oh my goodness. August 11th. I wonder if this will let me. No. August 11th. So almost a year next month, right? So yeah, it's been. Oh, we're at 500 likes. Thank you. So yeah, it's been incredible. The past week that I've been here doing love, I started a week. Or last Monday. Words are hard this morning, guys. So I started going live on YouTube last Monday, and since then have this Sunday, a week later, which today's only Tuesday. So anyway, I started going live on TikTok, and I'm checking off the boxes, and now I have officially done my first 3 lives, and so that's why I have a lot of new things here. Uh-oh, we're behind by 500 points. Can we get some likes on that screen? Like, I'm gonna sit here and just sit there. Give me some love, guys. Hawaii, stay-at-home mom. How's it going, Hawaii? And Sandy Bryan, how's it going, Sandy? Words are hard. It's okay. Oh my gosh, I know. But guess what? This is my first cup of coffee. The market isn't really doing anything. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Okay. Oh my gosh, I know. Boof. Okay. Checking out the tube view. Making sure that the audio is there. Sorry about that. Good morning. Good morning. I'm on my first cup right now, too. Trying to lift the morning frog, morning brain fog straight up. I've got foggy contact eyes because I don't take my contacts out. And foggy voice. Yeah, I feel it. And this isn't, I mean, oof. It's rough. Okay, so let's see what's going on over here. Okay, good. We got one viewer over there, and that is Cody. Alright, Sylvain, how's it going? Alright. Oh. Yeah, and there's other habits that I haven't taken care of this morning, so I'm probably going to get off of that camera and take care of that habit real quick. Let's pull that wide. Bam. It's my husband's day off, so he's sleeping in. Dude, I get it. I mean, why not? Why not? You've got to take care of yourself, right? And when you have days off, you better take advantage. One moment. Good morning. Yes, exactly. He's a very hard worker. Yes. Yes, I love it. So he definitely deserves that relaxation. All right. We have 15-minute open, trade up. Might leave a little baby inefficiency right there, but I highly doubt it. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Make sure you're liking the streams. Giving a tappy tap tap in. We're waking up this morning. It's 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Means that there might have just been some news injection, some volatility. Let's check it out here. Put you right here. Ooh, we're going big screen. So, okay, we've got news at 9. So that's in 30 minutes. Okay. This sleeping in confused my cats. They were like, where's my breakfast? I love it. Oh, we hit 1,000 likes. There we go. There it is. Hey, Stephanie. Stephanie works a lot. Yes, ma'am, you do. Over there on campus. Thank you for coming in, love. Make sure we're tapping that screen and sharing it out to our besties. So yesterday we hit. Okay, let me start from the top, from the very, very top. So we started our stream on Sunday. First one got almost 5,000 likes on the first stream. Went from a second stream, and guess what? This was yesterday. I doubled that. We doubled that. Got to 10,000 likes on the second stream. So we're sitting at 15,000. Today we've started in the first almost 30 minutes, guys. Already at 1,200. This is incredible. Incredible. All right, we're going to get back to the market. So we're looking at the JOLTS job openings report coming out here at 9 o'clock. This is on Forex Factory. Free resource. I only provide free resources, guys. I'm not going to give you something that you have to pay for. I'm not going to charge. This is from the kindness of little Cody's heart. Stephanie, drop a good morning in the chat if you can. Oh, there you are. Hey. I wonder, I haven't been able to pin anybody. You're my first pin, babe. My first pin. Oh, I just realized I can't actually put a comment. Huh. I cannot comment on my own chat. Who knew? Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm going to pin you, Nicole. There you are. Nicole is such a supporter. She's been a real one the whole time. She's been a real one. And Stephanie, you know who you are. Bestie for the restie. Charlie, thanks for being in here. All right, we got back to the market and right back on TikTok. Funny how that happens. All right, so let me scoot up my screen, guys. Now, I honestly think that I could switch, and maybe here, I'm going to let y'all see it. You're going to have to disregard this for a second. don't worry. It's TikTok Studio. I don't know if anything pops up, so I'm going to cover it. Hosting live from that device or in the video before going live again. Oh yeah, it would make me have to, I can't just scoosh on over here. But I think I have access. Oh. Womp womp. It says no access. Right there. Man, guys, one of these days, I'm hoping by the end of this week, this button won't do that. Or this, I guess, app. Oh, continue now. This app won't do that to me anymore. It'll let me broadcast like I'm doing on YouTube. Right? Nicole, thank you so much for sharing out the live. And let's go. I love that we're chatting in the comments. Use both them fingers. I really am. I would love to hit 20,000. I wonder if I could put that goal on here. How do we put a goal right here? Yeah, the phone isn't as good as the desktop. The desktop, engagement is key. I agree, man. And y'all are doing so great. Y'all are doing so great with liking the stream and commenting. I appreciate the interactions this morning. And again, I apologize for our view. I showed you that I still don't have access to the TikTok Studio. Hey, good morning, East Texas Trader. How's it going, man? Thank you for being in here. I just pulled up the Studio app that I have on my computer, and it is, even though it shows on my phone, I have full access. The desktop app is not allowing it, right? So we're trying to make it work over here, and that's totally fine. We're making it work with our phone, filming here, okay? Hopefully by the 31st, where I have my goal of 1,000 followers. I have gone live for 3 times today, and we'll be able to get onto that desktop, and it'll be a lot easier. It'll be one stream, or one, I guess I could say that, one stream, the same across the board, and everybody seeing the same thing. Not YouTube getting this view, or the better view, and TikTok getting the camera from my phone view. All right, so let's get back into the market. We've started at the daily. We were looking that we literally just made an all-time high yet again at 8:15 this morning, guys. That 8 a.m. open traded straight up for the highs. And now we've just pulled right back into the range, and we may be feeling an inefficiency. That should be revealed. ES looks like it's doing ES things. Not much. And YM's probably just to the floor. Doing YM shit. Right. Good morning, guys. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you tapping the screen and following and supporting us. I'm going to pin my new best friend over here. I'm going to call him my best friend. Where's ETX? ETX Trader, man, give me a comment and I can pin you up here and let's get you some followers, some supporters. Stephanie, can you believe, and Nicole, y'all are in here, can y'all believe that ETX Trader and I both started going live pretty much at the same time? Thank you, Nicole, for scooping him up for us. He's a great guy, man. He was in the restaurant business and decided to get into trading, and now is a full-time trader. A full-time trader, and he's going live on YouTube. Hasn't gotten on the TikTok, but he's going to. He's looking into it, so he would love some support. I know it is crazy how small the world is, man. I love Jesus and how he works, and so we all have to support each other, right? That's what we're here for. Okay, so did y'all see that? It is leaving the 15-minute inefficiency there, so the tides might be changing. Let me pull this guy over a little bit more. There's this one, and that is such a baby inefficiency. I'm going to go ahead and label this guy as what it is, a 15-minute. I'm not going to type in a description tag because I don't want to. We're a minute in. I don't think that it's going to pop up and fill that in. Let me go to my 5-minute. Yeah. Going right back to this old all-time high level here from yesterday. Okay. Let's see. Morning, man. Appreciate that. No pullback on NQ yet. I know. That. Well, we might be right here. It's showing that it can, but what's going to happen most likely is it's going to open up here in 45 seconds, try to fill in that inefficiency like it's been doing. That summer trading BS. Probably barely miss. Let me pull a line on this guy. Oh, I gotta move my coffee. Oh, we took that low. Yeah, it's probably going to rebalance up here. Not want to leave an inefficiency right here. We'll see. We got 10 seconds. Good morning, guys. Thank you for being here. Look at this. We got 4 viewers. That's the most viewers we've had in this stream. Again, today is the 3rd stream, and we're doing it, guys. We're watching the market. It's put my intro back on. Tape read it Tuesdays. And here's my disclaimer real quick for those that are entering in on the chat. In case I do take a trade, please do not follow me. That is not my goal, is to be your, what's the word? What am I looking for? Thank you, Nicole, for scooping up Bravo. Bravo, thanks for being in here. Let me, Bravo, go ahead and hit that chat, and I will pin you up. I'm going to pin ETX real quick. Let's see, what was I just talking about? See, I get distracted, and I lose train of thought, man. That's all right. Trains are antiquated anyway. I don't understand trains. I mean, it was like our first mode of transportation in the Americas, and yet we still haven't really adapted them. Who knew? Good morning, guys. I'm back on camera. Sorry, I forgot that I wasn't. I'm so sorry. I apologize for that. Stephanie, did you send me a gift? Oh, I was talking about disclaimer. Yes, in case you weren't in here. There it is. Oh, don't follow me if I make a trade. Thank you, boo-boo. Yeah, no, I'm not a signal service. That's what I was trying to say. I'm not going to be your signal service. I mean, I tried that whenever I was a new trader, and it never worked out for me. And then it would cause more anxiety because I thought, man, this person I'm trying to follow is in that trade that I wanted to be in. So why? Boop. Let me get this. I don't do co-host right now. This is my third live, and this is my screen. I'm sorry. Maybe once I go and do some pop-up lives, guys, I'll do a little bit more. But yes, no, this is not a copy trade. I'm trying to just interpret the market on my own, and that's what you should be doing, right? And this tape read it Tuesday, that's what it is. I like to build my own flow, practicing on reading how these candlesticks right here, how they move. Good morning. Thank y'all for being in here. Tap that screen. Tap that screen. Let's see. A Cosmic Cup. Thanks for joining in, Cosmic Cup. I appreciate y'all liking the live. Remember, today our goal is to hit 20,000 likes on the stream. Okay, there's that pullback that might be happening. Let's see. I like how I jump straight into the 1 minute, man. That's where I live, and I'm really trying to stay off of the 1 minute before I go down the time frames, right? I'm going to check out that 1 hour, 11 minutes left. Returning down into this buy side imbalance over here. Let's extend it out to the PM. I don't think I've made a template for my hourly. 15-minute, hourly, minute. No, I don't have a template. What color should we put here? What color should we do for an hourly candle? You know, honestly, I'm thinking purple. I haven't done purple in a hot minute. What do y'all think? Good morning, guys. Thanks for being in here. Make sure you're tapping that screen. We're at 2,000 likes in 30 minutes. Wow, we're doing great. Okay, what color are we thinking? What color are we thinking for my hourly fair value gaps here? I'm going to do blue. I've never done just a blue. I've done light blue and cornflower blue, but I've never done just blue. Let's see how that does. Oh, I don't know. It's a little intense. It's a little intense. So this is our hourly now. I'm going to put a template on there for that. Give me one moment and I will have it saved. So this is what I'm going to label as hourly. Oh my goodness, I can't even type hourly. Fair value gap. You'll see how I'm labeling all of those. Oh my gosh, and it just keeps on growing. I'm still setting up this new laptop right here. The things that they don't tell you is that when you set up a new trading desktop coming from an old setup, my goodness, I did not realize that OneDrive was going to be such an issue. Connecting my previous data to my current data, and then just all the things to set up. It was a whirlwind, but we got it done and we filmed it. Guys, thank y'all for being in here. I appreciate you liking that screen and sharing. Make sure you're following each other. We are all about supporting each other here. Alright, it looks like on the one, I'm just going to go for it. She's dropping like a fly. I think that's how you say that. Okay, we're hitting shift. Looking for these lows over here. What is that? My laptop is straight in the way. 578. Looking at like 5 points potentially, but looking at all of this right here, after coming from this high, and it looks like there's a slight inefficiency that we turned down into that's perfectly aligned at this. Let me put roughly. There's a buy side imbalance at an old high where we reached to make a new high, right? And then we fell and retraced. It looks like optimal trade entry right there for a long, to be honest. But it's so hard to long at an all-time high, guys. If you're a real trader, you know what I mean. And that's what makes these conditions so much more difficult than they should be. All right, while we're here, I'm going to set up my optimal trade entries. That's the 60, it's really 62 and 76, I consider 78%. However, we're gonna just leave these two. We took off the 23%, and we're gonna label this one as our optimal trade entry, OTE. And I'll load this over on a swing high, swing low, or something like that, and then see how do we interact within that range. And since that's so heavy and it reached below, I wouldn't be looking for longs. So just to put that out there, especially since we filled in that inefficiency down here. E-Tex, we may be finally getting a pullback that we need. My husband says hi, he's listening to. Hey, Nicole's husband. What's his name? What is his name? Hey, Noah, thank y'all for being in here. I might need to plug in my phone and figure out how to keep my phone propped up, right? Yeah, look at there. She's going for that low down here. I'm going to go ahead and remove the optimal trade entry because it is not a thing this morning. So this is why I like to put these things on my screen. It kind of tells me, gauges what's going to happen next, where it helps me form an idea of, okay, the market's showing real heaviness here based on how I measure the moves, and it all starts from the midway point. That midway point is called consequent encroachment or mean threshold. If it's a range like this low to this high, we're going to look at that mean threshold. If it's an inefficiency like this little itty bitty blue shaded box right here, that midway point, which this is a trash, I don't have it all the way completely on there. So really that red line is pretty damn close to consequent encroachment. It's consequential that price returns to that point, right? And if it does, it's like a traffic controller saying, we're going further, or put the brakes on, right? And so I really, Danny, nice to meet your husband. Thanks for listening, Danny. So it's like an aircraft traffic controller that's saying, hey man, we need you to move. She's flowing. She's going down to the floor, man. She's going down to the floor. You better get on side. Anna, I am so sorry we cannot have you on the live. Anyway, so that's what we're doing here, and you just saw in live action, I put my new optimal trade entry Fibonacci on there, and it told me, no, Cody, do not get in a trade. Don't go long. You heard me talking about it. I was thinking maybe it will be long, but I put that measurement on there, and it said, not today, Satan. You're not losing money today, baby. And here we are coming back down into that blue new hourly buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. What does that freaking mean? Well, let's go to the hourly so we know what I'm talking about. So here's our hourly chart. Each candle represents 1 hour. And we have just tapped back into this buy side imbalance. It's buy side because only buyers were in the market at this point. The candle is a huge, I like to call these candles beefy candles, right? Big beefy candles. When you have a big displacement like this and there's no downside, eventually price is going to retract into this. Okay, that's why we label these things, because eventually sell side's going to be offered to cover up buy side, right? Now again, with the same concept of the trading range with mean threshold, we're looking for consequent encroachment. So to measure that, we'll take our fib, place it from the low or the high to this low. There we go, double click it, and we'll put in our quadrants. Good morning, guys. Thank y'all for being in here. Make sure you're double tapping that screen. He says, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Is Danny. I gotta remember that. Danny and Nicole. All right, so we're watching that 50%, right? And really, I mean, before it hit, oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. Let me scroll down, extend right, apply, okay. I have to say it and then I do it. So really the first point is that upper quadrant. If it goes and doesn't want to touch it, what does that mean? What does it mean if it doesn't want to touch it? If it doesn't touch it, that means that it's bullish and it's going to continue. That's all the sell side that it's going to offer. Then it'll continue to ramp up. If it drops and closes below that upper quadrant and starts reaching into consequent encroachment, which it's consequential for it to touch that point, and then it closes up and above, we're still somewhat bullish. If it drops down and comes and rebalances at the low, it can still maintain bullishness, but you're going to have your little hazard lights on in the back of your head saying, wait. And if it just completely drops and rolls over, which it could drop all the way down to the ground, right? There's a lot of room to cover right here. I'm going to check out the range that we're working in. That was yesterday's low. We're going to do it to today's high. That's 178 points. Some summer trading. I mean, that's not bad, but you're talking about over 12 hours of range there to not even have 200 points. So we're totally in summer trading, guys. Nothing crazy going on here. So from taking the information up, we got a new hourly. We're 30 minutes from open. So do you see how we did not touch the upper quadrant of this buy side imbalance? That's interesting. And then we had a close of 578 3/4, open 579 1/4. So yeah, it's pretty bullish. I don't understand. Let me go back to that was just an hourly. We're going to go back to 15.5, 1 and a 15-second chart. That's going to maintain my focus. We're going to look at how each of them develop. You probably think, whoa, that's a lot going on that screen. But you need to see how this 15-minute operates. We use this 15-minute as our bellwether, and it really helps guide us to know what the directional pull is. Good morning, y'all. Let's see if I'm missing any chats. Nicole, where are we from? Where are y'all from? Yesterday was our 3-year wedding anniversary. I just now saw that. Congratulations. Congratulations. Let's see. Nicole liked the live. Thank you for liking. North Carolina. Okay. North Carolina girl. I love it. Well, we're from Texas, right here, and it's the best state, man. I love it. I was talking to someone yesterday about how you can, in Texas, the only place that you can have snow in the panhandle, a freaking hurricane going on, sunshiny, beautiful weather, just saying the desert, to hail and tornadoes in East Texas, to all of it at once. I mean, where else can that happen, man? Where are you from? Yep, Texas. Where else is everybody else from? We get lots of tornadoes. North Carolina gets tornadoes? Is it? I know that y'all had the, whatever that was. You got lots of tornadoes. Really? I did not know North Carolina got tornadoes. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, me and Stephanie is my bestie on here. Our school that we went to, not going to say the town, but the high school got destroyed. And then the elementary school got destroyed. Like our gym growing up, oh my gosh, that old gym, to the floor. Like just, and then like not even a year later, 2 years later, I mean really recent, another one happened, and it destroyed the roof of the elementary school, the brand new elementary school that they just built. Flooding, yes, flooding, hurricanes, hail, snow, which is odd. That's awful. Yeah, and yeah, I didn't realize that North Carolina had the same amount of weather. But you know, everybody is always, if you're from Texas, you're going to be proud of it. You know what I mean? Okay, there's what I was looking at. Dropping, faking out, showing that we want to go into that inefficiency, but roundabout, going up, guys. That is the whole gamut, the lie that they tell you. This, well, no, they don't lie about it. This market loves to go up. But I'm a perpetual bull or bear. I love to short, man. Shorts, which if you don't know, shorting just means that you're placing an order that says, and this is just layman terms, guys. I'm not going to give you some kind of educated, right? You make your own education. But shorting the market is basically where you're saying the price of this instrument is going down, and I'm going to capitalize on it. Longing the market is saying that the price is going to go up. It's longing to reach for the stars. No, no, sir. I apologize. We cannot have you on the live. I am sorry. We are not doing that this morning. We're doing tape read it Tuesday, so we are looking at MNQ on NinjaTrader. Currently, you're looking at OBS. It is what it is. Fires too. Oh no. Yeah. Excuse me. I mean fires. Ooh, that's scary. We out here in East Texas, it is super wooded, right? Like the pine curtain, right? And I'm scared to say anything, but I mean, we get fires, but they really try to maintain that in our forests by doing controlled burns. So we've been very fortunate here. I know, like in California, they don't do those controlled burns, and they just let whatever happens happen, and that's why they have these huge fires that develop out there. But I get the concept of keeping it natural and da-da-da-da-da, but in Texas we protect ourselves and our property, and so we make sure that we control those things, and luckily we don't get that many fires. I need to knock on some wood. Boop, boop, boop. But no! 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 All right, YouTube. It's just you and I, man. It's just you and I. Phone has died. Leave that plugged in right there. Sorry, guys. Phone died. My phone died. And now I'm plugged in. Disregard the ashtray, guys. It's gonna be one of those days. At least we got the phone plugged back in. Yes. Thank y'all for staying here. I appreciate that. I was kind of worried, like, oh, I guess it's just going to shut down. So I'm going to be holding my phone like this. Should be fun. Too bad I can't. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Yes, sir. And we're back. More likes can attract viewers. Keep it up. Well, we trying. Oh my gosh. Sorry. We're going to zoom it on out here. Ooh, this is going to be fun, holding this phone like this. I had it perfectly set up on my little rock guy right here, and it was just perfect. But I can't do that now. The cord is right in the way. But that's alright. I ain't worried about it. I'm getting me some arm muscles holding my phone up. Make sure y'all are tapping that screen, giving us some love over here. Let's share out the live and see if we can get some new peeps in here. Alright, we got a 5-minute open right there. What's it gonna do? We tap back into this old high from yesterday. And that's an old all-time high. Let's see. Yeah. That was the London all-time high, and we took it right at, what time is that? Well, London again. So London made 2 all-time highs. Boo, boo, boo. Interesting. I'm going to expand this 1 minute. Looks like we're going to go take those highs out. I'm going to check this close of 577.75 open, 577.75, and this is open. Okay, so we'll take it from this high to this close, 83.25 open, 83.25. So we'll take it from this candle's high to this candle's low, double click, extend him out. Yeah, I had to run and rush over to get my phone real quick. I'm like, no. So this is kind of an example, maybe, of why did I do that? of the touch of consequent encroachment, right? Not what I wanted. Let's go ahead and do all charts and then extend it to the right. Sure. What I'm looking for is how we interact with that midway point. Note that it's just wicks for now, and no bodies are planted at that midway point yet. He likes to show off. He really likes to show off. So there it is. We're wicking through it though. Good morning, guys. Make sure you're tapping that screen. That goal was to, so far, this is my third live, and so far we have doubled our likes every time. The first live was nearly 5,000. Second live was over 10,000. We can get to 20. We can get to 20,000 likes on this. You got to get them fingers working. Use both of them. Double tap, double tap. And we will get that like up. It helps push it out to other people to get this content. All right. So we had a big old mean boop drop down, not filling in that inefficiency completely. We left the lower quadrant, immediately rebalance up. So I was kind of walking through this earlier. We gauge the market based on how it fills in these inefficiencies. Okay, and you have to practice patience and practice watching how it develops and how you'll react to it, right? Because right now it's flipping it and going up on this 1 minute anyway for these highs over here. How am I supposed to use two fingers and I have a hand holding a phone? TikTok, I'm putting you down. I'm going to hit my shift so that I can boop. Okay, and we're back. Boop. Sorry. Man, I cannot tell y'all how excited I am that this is my third live and I should be able to use my desktop next live. You know? That'd be great. The only thing is streaming from OBS, I don't know how that works with multi-stream. I'm going to have to do some research, right? I'm going to have to do some research. I'm waiting on my setup. It's either the first presented fair value gap of every hour or of the 9:30 to 10 a.m. But I'll wait until like 9:50 to enter it. So it hasn't well, I haven't really dug into it. Technically, this right here is the first presented of 9 a.m. And so far, it's kind of indecisive because it came down past that 50% and it closed above the lower quadrant. And I don't like to trade that 9 to 9:30. I've had some really solid shorts from there, but no, not today. Especially, we have Jolt's job reports coming in. Let me see. Let me put that on the screen over here. We were looking at news. Thanks, Stephanie. Love you. Have a good day at work. Thank you for supporting me. Okay, so we're going to pull up Forex Factory. This is what I use anyway. Yeah, we have Jolt job openings at 9 a.m. I don't know if that already happened. Where are we at? No, it hadn't happened. So this is 9 our time, I guess. So at 10 a.m., E-text. I think that's whenever we'll get some new stuff. Nice. I just opened the charts. What time is the news today? Yeah, that's what I was just looking. So I think it's 10 a.m. our time. That stuff confuses the crap out of me. I'm not gonna lie. The time changes and adjusting to New York while I'm in Texas has always been so confusing. But yeah, we got Jolts, which Jolts is always on a Tuesday. And I'm, I guess, forgetting consumer confidence, but you see we have a red folder and an orange folder. The orange folder isn't necessarily as impactful, but it holds ground because there's also a red. And Jolts, I guess that's a key indicator if we're getting into recessions and what the job market's doing, are people working, getting income, and it gauges how the economy's doing, right? So it is an important gauge on it, but Tuesdays can be a hit or miss. Usually Tuesdays are pretty tight, but it's the NASDAQ, right? NASDAQ she's picky and choosy on when she wants to move. This thing was not wanting to click this morning. Alright, so far it's looking good for a long, to be honest, but there's just not enough range. I was telling you in your live yesterday that whenever I go into a trade, I'm looking for like that 25 point for the first move, and it's just not the conditions, man. It was, looking back at April, but since all that tariff news and whatnot is kind of subsided, well, I guess it is kind of stirring back up, but that dead zone of middle of April to pretty much now, hadn't been much going on. Let's see. And I don't know. I mean, I can find those trades, but you just, like I said, I've built so much patience for that particular setup. And I can see that draw on liquidity, but that's like, let me see, 80 to 90, that's 10 points. If I could even get in at that 80. And really, 80 and 63, 580, 63. That would technically be 580, 50. I doubt that I could get at the consequent encroachment of that inefficiency, but that would be my setup. It kind of is panning out right now, but since timing isn't on our side, we're at 10 till open. I'm gonna sit and wait for 9:30 first presented fair value gap and play off of that. What are your charts telling you? Oh my gosh, they have sound effects. I'm going to give it laughter. Oh my land. Good morning, guys. Thank y'all for being in here and supporting the live. We're watching NASDAQ, the micro NASDAQ. This is New York opening coming up here in less than 9 minutes. We're looking at the 1 minute chart. And yes, we're zoomed in from my phone. Eventually we'll be able to stream from my desktop. However, this is my third live, and I do believe that we finally just got access to the desktop as far as requirements. They said it may take a couple of days, but it is what it is. And look at that market just going steady, eddy up. Eastex, like that's what I do right there, is whenever I see that, it strikes up FOMO so bad, and so I have to do my deep breathing in through my nose, out through my mouth, and realize that setup right there happens all the time, but I just didn't feel comfortable. It kind of went through consequent encroachment a little too much and closed below that lower quad, but the fact that it had come from the hourly buy-side imbalance and then developed a 1 minute buy-side imbalance, came back and tested the low without touching it, it's pretty bullish, but it's still not a big enough range for me to want to trade. So we'll see what this New York Open does for us. Maybe she'll be just beautiful. Sorry guys, I'm sharing up the love. How are we doing this morning? Are you excited about market open? Any plans? Any ideas going on over here? Feel free to share it in the chat. Bam. Share it up live here. Fluffy Animal, thanks for coming in. How cute. Is that like a squirrel that looks like a bear? What a profile picture. Caden, thanks for being in. We're watching NASDAQ this morning. Looks like we're ramping up. I'm sitting back because my arm is on fire, Cletus. Whew, let me tell you. Alright, let me come on up. We're live on the YouTube, y'all, with a whole total of me watching me. You gotta laugh about it, right? Okay, let's zoom out on the one, take it down, and see what's going on over here on the 15. PM. Oh my gosh, look at that. We tapped right back into that itty bitty, teeny tiny inefficiency right there. Alright, we got 5 till open. We're rebalancing down. Damn it. I'm just going to leave it unflat. It has taken a higher high, but closed below that flat, almost flat top. I would say that's going to be a little bully. A little bully. Let me see if I'm missing anything. I have a feeling it's just going to go straight up this morning. I have to sit back and watch till 8:45. Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to do, but I wanted to zoom out, and it's so hard to. I have my trade setup desk is, I have a standing desk, and it is messy right now, but this is my standing desk, and then my chair is a whole pull-out couch, like bed situation, and I love it. Because as soon as I get tired, I'm like, oh, I can take a nap and just, chill. And I've got to tell you, having a desk chair, I used to have a desk chair, and oh, I'm so sorry I'm moving this camera around. I used to have a desk chair, and it's not as comfortable. And so, whenever I switched to, I said I'm gonna put my desk in front of my couch, and that's just gonna be my desk, man. Oh my God, it opened up a whole new world of relaxation. It like helped. I don't know how it helped, but it helped with maintaining that calmness, because it's when you're relaxed, man, ain't nothing better. And I love the fact that I have a couch and I can take a nap or whatever, recenter myself, kick back and chill. Yeah. So you're waiting for that opening range breakout. We can map that out this morning. That has been convoluted because you hear so many different resources on how it pans out. Ooh. So no inefficiency. Sorry, I'm going to stop my conversation. No inefficiency on the 5. And we're coming in 2 minutes to open. Some fast movement. I'm trying to fake out some people. Oof, yep. You right. Coming for London. Oh, no. This is not London, dude. This is New York. See, I'm not used to New York pre-market making the high. Like, that's pretty weird. But all-time high territory is weird no matter what, right? Hey, I'm going to make a cup of coffee. I'm going to unplug for a second. I'm at 33%. Hey, 3-3. Okay, that might be luck. I don't know. Yeah, what's the time? We have 1 minute till open. I'm gonna make a quick cup of coffee. Man love. Yeah, I want to check out that opening range breakout. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that, because, from Mr. Michael Huddleston, he explains that it is a 30-minute window and not to look at the 15, but then there's other people that are successful with their 15, and so, you always do what works for you. Open! Let's see. Yep. Bam. Okay, where do we hit the daily? So that all-time high can move. I probably shouldn't move it, because it's probably going to be one of those just constantly updating kind of days. New all-time high. If you were in the chat and you saw that, put HEH in the chat. All right, let's see. We got first minute closing up. One last little push up. Maybe we'll get a no. So that's a big beefy uplift right off the bat. Hey, it's George. Straight up again. Yes, man. Straight the hell up. And that's, like we were saying. Excuse me. Sorry, that's my coffee making. I promise no one's in the background. So that's what we were talking about. It is such difficult territories to be all-time highs, and that's why you don't have to engage. You don't have to engage if your conditions aren't met, and that's what makes these conditions so difficult, because all-time high, you don't want to be labeled as a chaser, right? And most of the time, especially in the summer, it's such overlapping price action. Like, I would not be surprised if it comes right back down and takes this candle's low, which, I mean, I know that's not a candle right here where I'm circling my mouse, but that inefficiency from the hourly, I would not be surprised it comes down and rebalances all that. It's just 355. It's about a 50-point range. And we immediately fill in this opening, closing below the previous swing lows. Filled it in and said, whoop. So this is not technically my first presented fair value gap. You cannot be there's certain conditions to be met, and that's what makes the first presented fair value gap very difficult. Number one, depending on what open was yesterday, which I'm going to have to, wrong, oh, we're looking for properties, I was right. Man, I haven't done this in forever. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to data series. I was like, what the hell is going on? Why is it not coming up? And I'm right clicking. Okay, so I'll go here and then I'll change the trading hours to CME futures, regular trading hours. Okay, and then you see how that there's such a big ass gap from yesterday's closing price to today's opening price, and this is 9:30 open. There's such a huge gap. Let's see if it's over 120 points. That like breaks some rules. Okay, we're at 75 points ish, which is kind of optimal. Yeah, we could probably see it come back down into that blue box. That's kind of, once it does all this bull hockey, I'm going to look at about 951 to come in and see if we, in 952-ish, see if we can find a silver bullet. But I'll tell you, I'm not longing. There's not enough range, kind of what we were talking about. The all-time highs, there's no range to pull data from to where liquidity is being reached for. There's nothing up there, right? So these scenarios are quite difficult to process, but just have to remind yourself of the 10 habits, right? If you don't know what those 10 habits are, check out my YouTube. Let's see. Yep, I feel like we're going to be chilling for about 10 minutes to 15 minutes with nothing going on. Not a thing. That's what I'm picking up. What's going on, chat? I'm going to pin your comment, East Tex. Just straight up, man. That's what it did. It said, boop. Boop. Oh, you can't even see this damn chart. Ugh. I'm telling you what, I hate not being able to share like I do on the YouTube. That was actually the first presenter right there. That would have been a good potential entrance. But again, I don't trust all-time highs, right? And so I'm not gonna take that. If I had to put my life, oh, that is not enough. If I had to put my money on it, I wouldn't feel comfortable. So I would not take this trade right now. But let's see how it plans out. That's what Take Read Tuesday's all about. So it looks pretty strong, man. Good morning. Thank y'all for tapping that screen. We're at nearly 4,000 likes. We're about to surpass our first streams of likes. Our second stream we had 10,000, over 10,000. Today we're trying to get to 20. I might be tapping the screen by myself. That's all right. Alright guys, I'm going to go get my coffee that I just made. I'm going to turn off this camera because I'm going to take a smoke break. Haha. Thanks East Texas for liking the live. Alright, there's that all-time high yet again. Just... I gotta keep maintaining my phone battery. We're at 29% already, but I'm gonna keep my phone like this because that's so much better. How are we doing this morning? Chris, thanks for coming in. Feel free to share out the live and get some more buddies in here. We're watching NASDAQ, the micro NASDAQ charts. Right now we're looking at the 1 minute. And checking out the open. We're 10 minutes into this bad boy, almost, and so far, just up. UP. Yeah. So we're gonna wait for that this 10 minutes, see if we can get any kind of retracement down. That immediately rebalanced up was beautiful. I'd love to see it go back into at least the high of the first percent fair value gap. But there's a lot of inefficiencies today. So we're kind of stepping away from yesterday where it really was just tight ranges. So I'm kind of loving... yeah, I'm kind of loving the fact that we're getting some room to breathe. Okay, we're not elbows to elbows. I would like to say the ASS to elbows, but anyway, I'm kind of loving the fact that we're finally kind of showing some inefficient market, right? So that blends well for continuation, but we're talking about NASDAQ here. You always want to hold that thought with a grain of salt, right? Hey, we got somebody on the YouTube. Thanks for being in there, man. Or woman. Feel free to like that stream. So where's everybody from? I see that we have an aviator in here. I used to work at an airport and here in Tyler area, and I worked for my professor's husband, and he had a hangar where he sold jets. And there's a story to this. So I was cleaning this big freaking hangar, right? Walmart size hangar full of jets. And I was doing the floors and ran into, like, you know in Walmart they have those vacuum cleaner, or not vacuum cleaner, it's like a mop vacuum cleaner machine that drives around. Well, this was one that you just push around, and I definitely smashed into a wing, and didn't say anything, right? The next day I come in and they're like, hey, Cody, I'm gonna need you to detail that jet over there. So I go in, because they were about to sell it. I go in, and guess what they have plastered all over the place? The sales price. It was a 7 point something, I don't remember, this has been years, $7 million jet that I hit the wing on. And I'm sitting there like, oh no, honey, I ain't got that kind of insurance policy. And so to this day, I haven't really told anyone that. But there we go. There's back to the high first presented. So we're going to gauge what's going on. What time is it? 8:43. That orb may be coming into fruition here. Let me check out this range from the low to the high. We're going to extend this to 10. Sorry, my thought gets distracted as soon as some action happens that I could participate in. Okay, so we went back to consequent encroachment. I'm going to take out some of these lines. Give me 1 second. We're going to just put the quads, 25, 50, and 75. Of course, 0 and 100. We close below consequent encroachment. Anyway, that was my jet story for the day. Aviator, I hope you got a kick out of that one. Yep, it looks like we're leaving an inefficiency at the first presented fair value gap. We're very zoomed in here, so I don't like that. We're going to take it to all charts here. Guys, we just hit 4,000. Only need 16,000 towards goal. LOL. Okay. We are at 8:45 Central Standard Time. We got the first 15-minute candle printed. It did close. It created the high and closed below it. Oof. Atlanta. Scooch this out into Tom. Bring these forward. See, you got a little baby touch into it. So that could have been a potential entrance to bring us down and to rebalance in that hourly. What time? First minute is done. So yeah, this should be a quick rebalance. I don't know if I would trust it though, because that's a big displacement. I'm going to sit back. It's got a couple things going for it for shorts, but right now it's too close to optimal trade entry, right, which would get us into another high. And what I like to remind myself is that the general retail population is most likely shorting this. And if there's a vetted interest for smart money to accumulate those short positions and take it up higher, they're gonna, right? We have non-farm payroll end of the month. And then I want to say we're less than half a month away from contract end. So there's just a lot of variables, right? A lot of variables going on, which takes out the probabilities to be on your side. And I like to really try and maintain that focus while I'm trading, because it just helps me to not engage and be on the wrong side, and it helps me find those I guess I'm going to say it, bangers. But they are far and few between. So okay, so I'm seeing a flat candle. Oh, you cannot see on this screen, man. You know, if you go onto my YouTube, you'll be able to see the entire screen, which is hopefully how we'll get this TikTok going. But this flat candle on the one is not going to stay. So what I'm thinking in my brain, we're coming into 2 minutes, minute and a half. What I'm wanting to see is it come back up into this turquoise shaded box here, not to plow through it, but to get to it. I'm just going to put it 8, so this is going to be September. She's going to be extended for a while. It shouldn't want to keep this flat. I'd like to see it rebalance. But if it doesn't, it's going to tell me right off the bat that this is going to be a heavy market and we are looking to rebalance down here. Bam. So this could be a potential breakaway gap, and here it is. 20 seconds until a new 5-minute candle open. We have this big displacement leg down, which does change our character, which we look at a swing high. We have this candle, and this candle broken here. Did that create an inefficiency? This candle's low, 639.50. This candle's high, 639.25. So there is a tick of an inefficiency, but that's all that it takes to change the character to the downside. And so right now, that's what we're seeing. We're seeing this displacement to the downside. We are inside of the macro. We should see some real big, heavy down candles, I do believe. Unfortunately, it did not provide a good, solid entrance because I was talking. But that's okay. We're not here to just, hey, coffee, you just woke up, girl? Me too. Well, I've been on live for what? Oh my gosh, y'all! It freaking flies by. An hour and 40 minutes. I have been live for an hour and 40 minutes. It flies by, but let me tell you, he was late this morning. He was late. Excuse me. Okay, so this could be a potential quick rebalance into an to not leave an imbalance, basically, and an entrance for a short, but similar to what it did. I want to say that was on the 5. Similar to what it did on the 15, how it came, retapped. Where am I at? Came right here, tapped down, but didn't touch that low. Whoa. That's beautiful. Okay, so that wasn't what I was looking at. Where was I looking? Was it the 5? was it, man? I'll find it. I'll find an example of what's happening. Because this literally just happened, and it rebalanced and took off. Maybe it was on the 1. I don't know. I need to take off this regular trading hours and go back to electronic real quick. It's just too much data's going. Okay, see right here how, right there, buddy. See how we rebalanced this candle's buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. We traded down, wicked through it, but the body closed up here. We're kind of seeing that similar action, even though this is a hourly inefficiency. This blue shaded box, it came down, but didn't touch that low, and now is ramping and turning around potentially. And right here, that's another example. It came down, didn't touch that low, and then boop, made an all-time high. Right, so we're looking right here in this. Let me take out all these lines because there's a lot going on. So this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, we retraded back into it and then did not make a lower low, came and ran up. Then later on came back, took out these lows, rebalanced that hourly, but didn't fill it in completely. All right, Jesus, that's fine. Thanks for being here, Chica. Let's see. I haven't taken a sip of my coffee. So far, I'm hoping to see this stay open. I mean, that would be the hope for every trader, is that it's just smooth sailing, but you have to remind yourself of what conditions we're in. It's summertime. And so you'll get back and forth, really small, tight ranges. But today we're kind of getting some real good displacements. So I'm not mad about it. Okay, so we have a swing low. So you have to find your line in the sand. Where do you not want price? Come on. Okay, Ninja Trader. You wearing WMPO. Why won't you just go flat? I mean, really? I had to go out that far in the future. Okay, so I always peep these flat tops as being just an inefficiency of their own. Oh, we got a new message. What is it? Hey, Peggy Cakes. Thank y'all for being in here. All right, so we're dipping back into that inefficiency. We're not creating one. We have an inside candle. First presented its way up here. We're inside of a macro. We had a pretty good change of character here. Let me see where the 7 a.m. low is. Yep, 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. lows have been taken here. Cool. So I'd like to see this low get shot. It's about 15 points away. It'd be nice for it to come back up here, fill in that flat top And so far that panned out. The first presented coming up, not touching through the high, closing Waddy below. That would have been a really nice trade, guys. If you were listening in, you can send some likes on that. Let's see what range we were getting there. 70 points. That would have almost been a full 3 TP targets right there. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Okay, there's that flat top not being left. I like seeing that. Return back into this inefficiency. Now this, I'm gonna go ahead and label it as an intermediate term high. What I want to see with that labelage is that this high does not get run through. Where did it go? There we go. I do not want to see this high taken, but this is just me talking it out. That doesn't mean that it's gonna be the case. Okay. I'd like this first 30 seconds to be working the wrong side. So the first 30 seconds I always take as manipulation, and then the latter 30 seconds of the 1 minute candle starts to fill in that inefficiency and go into the right direction. But we'll see. So this, I'm going to shut up for a second, let this minute print, and see. Oh, I got a new message, guys. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with the messages. JK, hey girl, thanks for being in here. All right. We are 1 minute until an hourly close and a news drop. Okay, so that has been in the back of my mind and I haven't been talking about it, and this is why I'm not necessarily in a trade. So I'm watching to see if that intermediate term high is taken. If it is, we're going to be in some mess. Okay. What I'd like is previous candle's high to be taken, this one left intact, and then go in for these relative equal lows here. But you have to sit on your hands and wait. We got 5 seconds. News release just happened, and you get to see this crazy action. Do you see this volume imbalance potential right there? It's not going to want to print that. Okay. How we doing this morning? Oh, it's just e-text. Sorry, dude. I'm going to sit here and tap my screen just to get some likes up. I was really wanting to get to that 20,000 goal just because how cool is it to double your likes every stream? That's the goal, and we're going to hit it today. Whether it's Cody James doing these taps or not. Alright, so it did print a volume imbalance. That's crazy. So volume imbalance is the difference from this candle's close to this candle's open. We're at a PD array of an old high from yesterday's open. A volume imbalance is very forgiving. And so here we go. We haven't taken that high, and it's wanting to gravitate for these lows. 55, 65, 75, that's a 20-point range. These wicks make me think that it's going to want to come back into this inefficiency one more time, but it would have to stay at the lower end for me to want to engage. I'm going to check out what a 5 minute looks like. Oh my gosh. See, whenever you go down and that looked crazy. Whenever you go down the time frame from a higher time frame like this daily to this 15-minute or an hourly, this is the same candles. They're the same, but how you look at it really makes a difference and interpret it. So far, that buy side imbalance here on the hourly is holding price pretty steady. So it makes my idea of this intermediate term high kind of sketch in a sense. Especially that volume imbalance, right? I've always tried to look at volume imbalance as just straight up manipulation. And anytime I see that, it really does make me nervous. Because usually the price is going to want to gravitate right back up into that and not have that there. So, okay. So far, so good. As far as going back down for these lows. Good morning. How are you doing, Coffee? She's back. I'm going to give you a say hi. Good morning. So we're checking it out. Looks like it's pretty heavy, but it is 9:05 here in a second. So that means that there's a 5-minute close. I do not participate on the first minute and or last minute of a 5-minute closure. You do what you want, right? But I'm alright, my friend. Called to see if I wanted to go to the gym with her after school starts. Ooh, a workout buddy. That's awesome. That's what I need. I really would love to start working out again. And the RV park that I'm at now actually has a gym. But I've been here almost 3 weeks, I think, this Thursday. It was the day before 4th of July I moved here, and haven't really done anything other than setting up my TikTok and my YouTube and filming and editing videos. And I think that it would be a great thing to at least hit the treadmill up, you know. But I love that. Holding each other accountable, I guess. Yeah, I need to work out, buddy. Bad. I've been slacking so bad. Oh my gosh. You know, me too. I haven't worked out since really worked out since I was probably 23 and I'm 33. Excuse me. Yeah, guys, she's not happy. She's going down, and that intermediate term high is still holding it down. So that would have been a good entrance, Cody. I'm gonna write this in my journal. That would have been a really good entrance. Hey, once you find that balance, you'll be able to work it in. You know, that's so true. Goal is that I start getting up earlier and stop staying on TikTok all night. I think once I hit 1,000 followers, I'm going to feel a little bit more at ease to not stay up all night. But give me 1 second. We just got a closure below that hourly, so I really want to see these candles start getting heavy. I would love to see that. We're in the first 30 seconds. We just rebalanced, it looks like, so there's no imbalance. Printing a fake out potential inside candle. I would love to see it just drop. Yeah. I need to label midnight. Did I do that last night? I think I was on here. Sorry guys, I know that it's probably hard on the eyes this morning, but it is what it is. Okay, we're finding the one candle. Yeah, we labeled it. So what is that price? First off, I hate when it jumps like that. Okay, open at 543.75. Okay, so that is what is up. Okay, so we have another intermediate term high right here that just got overshot. Hit a swing low, lower low, lower low, and all right. That could potentially be a good short, but the way that it looks like it wants to ramp back up. We are stretching it out this morning. Oh, it keeps on pausing. Yeah. I haven't been serious about working out since 2023. Oh no, it keeps pausing. Okay, well, it's probably because I'm streaming on YouTube and from my phone. Okay, we're back. And my battery thing came up because it's at 20% again. Draining the juice this morning. Got a 10-10 swing high coming in, so this could be abruptly disregarded. We had a swing low, broken, inefficient, ramp up. We could come up for this high. We really could. Yeah, TikTok drains my battery fast. I mean, I don't... That happened earlier. You weren't here, Coffee, but my phone died right in the middle of the live, and so I ran to go get my charger, come back, and luckily the live was still sitting there waiting for me. So like my phone had completely turned off and everything. Excuse me. And bam, I come back, and here we are. Yeah, I'm too far on it could go either way. We did take out that low that I was aiming for, the low of the buy-side imbalance, hourly buy-side imbalance, and now we're ramping back up. I don't want to see it take that intermediate term high. But there is a draw on liquidity down here. I need to readjust my range here. Give me 1 second. So 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. the highest high and the lowest low of this range is what I'm looking at. This area right here I label as mean threshold. Ooh, I did it again. Mean thresh. Okay. This area right here is pretty consequential that price wants to come back into it. However, I don't like that because, again, I'm all about smooth sailing, low resistance. And summertime trading is very high resistance, overlapping, wanting to go over previous highs, previous lows, and just staying in a range and coming back to things like the mean threshold. Can you target that? Absolutely. If you were to get in at the low of this buy side imbalance on the hourly chart and reach up to that mean threshold, that'd be a good trade. Alright, we're almost at 5,000 likes. That's how many we got for our first stream. Now let's get us up to at least 10,000. That way we have 2 streams at 10,000. Goal today by the end of the stream is that we hit that 10,000 plus 10,000 point. Every stream we've been able to double our likes. Today can't be different, right? Let's hit that 20,000 today, y'all. We can do it. We can do it. Do you have any plans today, Coffee? You gonna put out any new content? Okay, this could be an institutional order flow entry drill right here, but you have to sit on your hands, right? We haven't taken out these highs and or this, so you really have to hold on to what the markets can provide, right? You want to see and gauge how it responds to here. What plans do we have today? Anything going on fun? ET Aviation. Man, I hope you're not East Texas Aviation. Working at the Tyler Pounds Airport, because you can tell my story to them owners. If you were listening to it earlier, I don't know. Wisdom and whiskey, okay. Well, now, I like some whiskey now. I ain't gonna lie. I got a bottle of Jack Daniels from this weekend. And yeah, it's half full. So we didn't tear it up. Alright, what time is it? 15? Let me check out the 15-minute candle over here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a drinker anymore, but I had my day way back when. Right. Oh my gosh, I know I had my days. Jeez. Whenever I was younger, I mean, I wasn't even 21 and was getting it. Yeah, that could have been that institutional order flow entry right there. Back into this inefficiency one more time. Failed to make a lower low than this one. It's not beefy enough, though. That's the problem. I like to see beef to get us up into that. And then whenever it retraces back into the beef, I feel a little bit more comfortable that it's going to go long. I started drinking at 15, unfortunately. Well, damn, Gina. It's all right. Shoot, I remember whenever I was a kid with my friends going to the parents' coolers and stealing beers, and I don't know how old I was, but the things you do as a child. Okay, and yeah, I used to steal my mother's cigarettes, and that has not been kind to me. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm going to zoom way out. I want to see the difference from yesterday AM session to today's. And you see that it was like a ramp up to all-time highs and then a kaboosh drop. So, I think this is yet another day of not trading, unfortunately. Just didn't get in. We'll see. 10:30 might be a good continuation. We had a 10-10 swing high, and now it's working against that. So we'll see if it does take out this low and continue down, or if we fake it out, fail to make a lower low, and then go for these highs in this intermediate term high and just go off. What I'd like to see is that this holds, we don't take out the high and it falls, right? That's what I'm wanting to see. But if that's the case, I'm not going to be a part of it, unfortunately. I didn't get my entrance. It's a fine line of walking live and talking it out, making sure that you're giving correct information, and then at the same time participating. It's a fine line. I've only done this, let's see, last week I did it every day. This week is Tuesday, so 7 times. It'll grow. My understanding on how to talk and get into that trade. I'll tell you, whenever I'm by myself trading, it's easier. I don't have to tell nobody what's going on. Let's see where we're at with like 6,000 likes. All right, that's what's up. Oh, you been scalping today? Awesome. I was wondering who was over here. Oh man. Okay, there's a good droppy. Yeah, scalping scares me. There's a funny TikTok. If I see it again, I'll share it. But there is a funny TikTok of this guy he's a swing trader, and then his other character is a scalper, and he's like, all right man, I want to learn how to scalp, and then it's just the scalper getting in and out and making 20 grand and then losing it all and then getting it back, and then oh my gosh, it's hilarious. I love these TikToks that people make. Oh, sorry Coffee, I didn't see your message here. He said, I start right, but can't really beat drinking in the middle of the woods with your friends. Right. I mean, that's like memories as childhood. Every life gets better though, so as long as you keep at it, it'll be second nature to do both in no time. Yeah, I agree. That's what I was saying. It's like there's a fine line, but it'll just take time. You know, I'm not in a rush. If when you start rushing things, that's whenever you make mistakes, and I'm too old for that. I'm not in a rush to be perfect. I mean, granted, my type A personality, the teacher in me, wants to have everything lined up just absolutely perfect. But no, that didn't happen, right? Hey, E-Tax, how's the scalping going this morning? I mean, it's a pretty good freaking environment for it with how many inefficiencies we have. It looks like we're getting a little choppy right now, but which of course is what I was talking about. I wanted to get in at that 9:50 macro time and chop fast, chop fast. I'm glad I didn't enter in on that little retracement because it would have gotten and right back into this low. But how's that scalping going? Alright, 7,000 likes. Thank you. I see you. I was just thinking, what if I didn't have my mic? I was scared that I didn't have my mic on, but hey, that's alright. He is loaded. You can hear me. I do believe. So it's showing to be pretty heavy, not touching mean threshold of that trading range with an intermediate term high right there, lower high to the right, and a short term high to the left. It's going, man. LOL. I walked away for a minute. I'm back at the charts again. Alright, that's what's up. Good. Yeah, it's good to take little breaks. You know, I was watching Tanja Trade's new video. I love to support all of us, right? Even if they have 20,000 of people. She had a really good talk about looking away from the charts and just steering off and keeping your focus on something other than the charts helps recenter your brain. I haven't had the opportunity to attempt that, but it makes sense, you know, getting yourself up away from the charts and recentering your focus because your vision is part of your central nervous system, right? There's a lot going on there, and so if you can reset that by just literally staring on something else that's not blue light or whatever the computers have, it kind of helps recenter your brain. So I feel like it wants to go back to 23.5, 26.50. You know, 23.5, 6, 5.26. Man, my dyslexicness is coming up. Oh, that's down. That's down. What's it going to? 5.26. What is this? I have a fib on that. That's a fib high. Oh, that was yesterday's 9 to 9:30 trading range. Yeah, I could see it going down there. Oh, look at that. He said, "Hold my beer. I'll show you where I'm going." Oh, look, and there's another closure below. Yeah. Look at there. Got a closure down below this hourly. And just returned to midnight. I want to say that was last night. Did I not label that shit? Okay, no. I want to say this was Monday's midnight trading range. Let me go look. Shit. Right there. Give me 1 second. Alright. Oh, wait, I just realized. I think Apex has a little sale going on. And I was kind of wanting to get another eval account. It's been a while since I've done my evals. Okay, we were right. 728 mid. Okay, so we have previous day, midnight trading range smashed. Last night's midnight smashed. Yep, looking pretty good. Still intact right here. Failed to make a higher high. This is model 22 at play, I do believe. Oh, I didn't see your chat over there. Oh, yep. 23.526. I guess we can see if it does hit that. That is a pretty good draw right there. Previous trading range. It's gonna want to get up some of that, scoop up some of that liquidity. Mm-hmm. 23.504. See, I used to use pivot points, and they actually are really good. Really good to keep on your charts, but I keep my charts so busy. I've learned that with all these freaking lines, it's better for me to, and boxes and fibs, it's better for me to just put my own data on there, and that's why I have so many templates, and I use this toolbox over here, and I just plaster the data points that I deem as important, because I mean, it all roundabout adds up to the same thing. The only difference is pivot points is a mathematical equation that rounds out most of the things that I plug in, right? Like this old high versus a previous swing high. It'll do the math and all of that stuff, right? And so I don't keep it on my charts. I used to keep it on my 5 minute, and don't ask me why it was just on the 5 minute, but I just keep my charts too busy, and I really have been. I mean, I used to have a video on my TikTok where it was from when I pretty much earlier this year, I guess. I used to have 1,000 things, like you could barely see the charts. Right, and so I try to keep that off. But hey, I appreciate you letting me know what that pivot point is. Looks like we're getting making higher lows. Whoa. Lower lows, my bad, and lower highs. But what is going on now? Looks like that mug is turning around again. I can't. It's 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Ooh, I struggled saying that. It doesn't look like it took out that swing high on the minute, but anything can happen. Sorry guys, I'm looking at this TikTok stuff. nearly to 10,000 likes already. That's beautiful. Halfway through my goal. Yeah. It's 10:30. I don't think there's any more news. Am I right? I think the big news day is going to come on Friday, I want to say. Man, I look at this all the time and I forget immediately. Yeah, no more news today. Oh, there was a negative report. I don't really ever look at that, by the way. Like, I don't care what that data is. Oh, no, I've got to potty. All right, yeah, I see Wednesday, 7:15. Oh. I'm going to go ahead and take that off because I've got to potty. I'm going to make one more cup of coffee. I shall return. Thank y'all so much for being in here, supporting my lives over on the YouTube and the TikTok. YouTube, we have a couple people in here. I appreciate y'all staying in. Don't forget to like the stream. That helps me out. And feel free to subscribe and put that notification bell on when I go live next time. Tomorrow, we're doing What Do You Want to Know Wednesday. I'm going to be answering some questions to the best of my ability based on the ICT concepts that I do trade that I've been studying for over a year now. Took a deep dive in that 2024 mentorship, live and in charge. Took a whole big break from trading live and only watching the charts and pretty much taking what Michael says seriously. Stepping into January, officially going live and hard, trying to make my second payout. And since January, February, we're still trying to get that payout, dude. It takes time. Don't think that nothing ever happens and lays in your lap just easy peasy. You got to put in that work, and once you put in that work, man, it's smooth sailing, right? You build your rules of engagement, and that's what we're doing here. Every day is a different day, and today I'm trying to find what my best entrance would be. And I'm thinking, honestly, that short is what I was wanting, right? I kind of talked it out, but would I feel comfortable with it? How it's sitting right here, showing high resistance and whatnot, it should make a good old stab to the bottom, I would think. And go to that key level you were talking about, that 526 and maybe 504. Oh, we got a 5-minute open and it pops up. Yeah, I want to see what you were talking about, man. Hopefully we get some of that going on right now. That'd be awesome, right? I like to see this higher high here. Okay. I will be right back. Okay, don't lose yourselves. Don't lose yourselves. I will return. Gotta get some more filtered water. Ugh. There we go. There we go. what I missed while I was gone. Oh, nothing. It did make a higher high right there, didn't it? It did. Hey, we hit 10K on the TikTok. I really enjoy your lives. I'm not a trader, but I love the conversation and I'm learning something. You know what? And keep on showing up. You'll keep on learning, man. I am here to share what information I've been granted, whether it's right, wrong, up, down, whatever. It's how I interpret it. And so if I can share how my attitude is with the marketplace with someone else to realize, hey, you don't have to stress. It is what it is. You should find yourself back at another day. And that's the big thing. 90% of traders, and really it's more than 90%, but they say 90% of traders lose 90% of their capital within the first 90 days. And that's because we are gambling humans. Our brains don't process information like we would really want, especially whenever we have fear in the forefront. When you hold on to fear, your thinking brain just literally goes out the window. And so that's why I try to maintain a calm structure, realizing that the setup that I like to go off of presents itself every day, and the rules that I use for engagement kind of help hold me off from engaging in little chop fest like this. Yeah, there's ranges, right? And if I hold on to a scalper mentality, could find some really good setups, but I'm just not, I don't have to engage, right? And I think that's important to see. You don't see that much with the trader community, Coffee, and a lot of the times it's go, hit the button. And at the end of the day, I've hit that button too many times and gotten slapped in the face one too many times, that eventually you just learn, like, hey, yeah, you can't be doing that. And so with that little break of trading back in, I want to say September through really November, I mean, granted, I would take little trades here and there when I thought I was ready, when I thought that I was ready, but really honing in on that edge and defining what that even means. Like, in the thick of it, I learned all these concepts, but not knowing how to apply them. You realize pretty quickly you have to really take and examine in yourself, right? And so I appreciate your comment with that every live gets better, and that you appreciate what you're hearing. Totally. So we're right back into that hourly buy-side imbalance. You know, to be honest, it's quite annoying because as traders, right, we want just one directional moves, whether it's up or down. We want to see that, right? But the problem comes by way of the environment. Number one, it's summer, and two, time. Right now, we have a huge news release coming out on Friday, and I feel like the market's been kind of like gearing up for something big, right? I mean, that's just in the back of my mind. So I think that makes these trading ranges, being held in these tight ranges, more difficult for some, right? Like for me, it's really, really difficult to engage when I don't see those inefficiencies. Now today, it's a lot better, right? We have a little bit more inefficient market going on, but we shall see. Much to be revealed. Go ahead and like that stream if you're on the YouTube. Give me a like, a thumb up. Feel free to comment in the section. See how everybody's doing. I know where ETX is from. He's another local trader from East Texas. Where else are we from over here on the YouTube? Oh, they have a whole... Oh, no, never mind. My bad. Wrong button. Wow. I just realized I've been live for 2.5 hours. Guys, it is non-farm payroll week, and I think there's rate decisions tomorrow. I just realized on my YouTube title I put on ICT Concepts Rates and NFP Friday. Oh my gosh. I think rates are tomorrow, right? What is tomorrow? We have ADP, non-farm payroll, or employment, GDP. God, look at that. Oh, look at that. That is just, wow. That's a lot of red folders. So yeah, guys, tomorrow is, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to remind myself that I am not going to participate in the market tomorrow. I am not participating in all that mess. Ain't no reason for me to be in there. I've lost way too much money, man. Let's hope that August is a little bit more smooth sailing. But I get terrified. I'm going to just be honest. I get terrified on news. I've just been burned way too many times, and that right there, I mean, yeah, I could wait 15 minutes until after that news release and probably profit, but that right there, federal rates, funds rates, I feel like with all of the, I guess you could say, animation that Trump has put into, I say animation, I mean like just hounding old Powell about dropping them rates. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think tomorrow is going to be pretty intense, especially with how we opened up on Sunday. I could see how there's going to be some stuff going on. Oh, I missed your comment. This market looks like yesterday. I might be done for the day if things don't start creeping above the VWAP. Yeah, let me get back over there. Let me check out what Thursday is first. Golly, look at all that tomorrow. Ugh. And then here's Thursday. Unemployment claims, that's in every Thursday unless it's a holiday. Of course, Friday's big. Wait, what? Why is there unemployment rate? What's the difference? Oh, claims and rates. Okay. I never noticed that. Well, and there's people. News scares me, man. I don't know why. I need to get out of that. You know, I've actually connected with an e-text. You might like this. I'm connected with the lady who. Oh, sorry, Diamond. Hey, thanks for joining the stream and liking it. I appreciate that. So, there's a lady I met on TikTok who. Oh man, I'd have to look her name up, but she is a hypnotherapist, and she has a whole series on the YouTube of for traders to listen to help with situations like FOMO and just the mindset. She's a huge mindset person, and I literally just connected with her yesterday. But I did kind of check out her system on YouTube, but I haven't had really much opportunity. That was like way late last night. But let me pull up her account because I think that's a. Oh, whoa! I just realized I took the stream away from TikTok. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, let me look at her account real quick because she seemed like she had some really good information, right? YouTube. Let me see. Sorry, I'm not talking right now with you guys. How are we doing this morning, by the way? Anybody take any good trades? Okay, here she is. I'm going to pull this over on this screen so we can see. Oh, sorry about my data box. So she says, this is literally as far as I went. And I don't have premium on this one. This is my trader account. I ain't paying for it. Okay. Free hypnosis session for stress reduction by expert hypnotherapist Mindy Ash. So she had some really good information on that mindset. And she's a trader. And so she's starting a whole system for hypnosis. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that hypnosis is a really good way to get into your consciousness and how to relax as far as being in front of the charts and to get into, I guess for me, getting into being more consistent with not holding on to that gut feeling of stress. And I wanted to give her a shot, you know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes. Okay, up $26. Heck yeah. Hey, up more than me, man. Up more than me this morning. I don't even know what's going on this morning with the braino. But hey, congrats, dude. $26 is $26. Let's see. Coffee back. Hey. Boop. All right. Scalping with 1 micro. Scalping with those micros. See, my chat box on my OBS is not doing it for me. There we go. Scalping with those micros. You know what? That's probably what I should do to rip the Band-Aid off, is just take off these 3 contracts and do 1. But I still don't have range for the 1. My that's 25 points. I really am thinking about changing my setup. That's what I've been doing since January. Really, it's been 5 contracts. Here, can you see that? So I've been doing 5 contracts, target 1 with 2, target 2, 2, target 3, 1 contract, 10-point stop for all 3 of those targets, and then 25 points, 50 points, 75 points, and just manually. Damn. Yeah, I see it, man. I see it incoming. And we're so below Yeah. Wait, my eye kind of got twisted there. We had a rebalance, and now we dropping, babe. That could be low resistance entry. We have displacement here. Yeah. I want to get solid closure below this low, but yeah. There she goes, bud. Oh, I gotta go pick up my coffee. I need to check my battery on my phone. Make sure we don't die again. 5%. Hey, Diamond Diaries. Let's see, who else is in here? Oh, whoa, I almost blocked you, Diamond. I'm sorry. Let's see, $26 is almost a full tank of gas for me. 26 is a good little come up in this economy. Hilarious. Yeah, you ain't wrong. Shoot. That'll get you going for a while. And there's your level East Tex. Right back into previous day's trading range. Yep. Cool. I love it. Okay, so we got that 5-minute close coming up. And then a last 5 of the 15. We could see some, and we're in a macro. Could see some moves coming in pretty quick. All right, TikTok, I need to plug me phone in. So the camera's going to be moving for a second. Give me one moment. Don't judge all the food on the ground. Well, how did I go down to 3% when I plug in? There we go. Okay. Damn. Okay. Let me go to all charts so I can kind of see more of what's going on here. Alright, I think we're about 8,000 likes from what I wanted. That is freaking amazing. We have surpassed my second live. That's what's up. That is what's up, guys. I appreciate that. Appreciate the likes and the follows. It's been a great day. We're having a great day. Yes, we have not taken a trade, but hey, that's is what it is. Kind of like yesterday, you miss every opportunity you don't take. But at the end of the day, you don't have to take every opportunity. What makes sense to you? That's what matters. We've got E-Tex out there scalping. Are you in a trade, E-Tex? If you're in that short, you probably hit your target, so you should be out, right? Congrats if you are. I had to remind myself after breaking down the 5 contracts, you better take them 5 contracts off, buddy. You better take them 5 contracts off. And this morning I have a 50K that I'm trying to, I think this is my 50K. 12. this one? We'll see. Yeah, I have a 12 that has some drawdown. It's not too bad. It's about a little less than $100 in drawdown. So I could I mean, I'm going to wait for this 11 a.m. candle to open, but see what 11 a.m. reversal, that London close, 30-minute window. Let's see what he provides today. It's a Tuesday. Let's see, on a daily, we're looking at quick expansion up with a big volume imbalance. Next day, open up, small imbalance. Nope, no imbalance. We're right in that trading range. Take it up to a higher high. And now we're probably going to want to go back down into that volume imbalance. Yeah. But again, trading in the all-time highs is not easy. A fail to go. I don't know what that is, but thanks for coming in and liking the live. I appreciate that, man. That helps us out over here. We are building our community. We've been going for a good solid almost 3 weeks this Thursday. We've built a pretty good following. I appreciate everybody that's been in, making real connections. It's been great. This is exactly what I was hoping to get out of doing this, and so we're going to keep building. Remember that goal is on the likes, trying to hit that 20K so that we double every single live in our likes. You're out, decent profit. That's what's up, man. That is what's up. So you collected more than that $26. You know, and that's the exact way you're supposed to do it. I think I tried to maintain too much of a swing traders mindset. And don't get me wrong, I am not really wanting to change too much of my swing trader mentality because the risk to reward is just greater there. And so I have more opportunities to enter in on wrong trades when my right trades pan out, right? Because as soon as I get a banger, like I will monitor, of course, my positions and I will adjust to what the market's doing. But it's like a fine line that I have to work out. And so I guess you can say seeing it live. So I love it. I love seeing and watching how you interpret your markets and learn a thing or two, you know, learn from each other. Man, we have been live for 3 hours. We still need to bounce off that 23,503 for me to want to get back in and go long. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be going long right now, that's for sure. I mean, yeah, it's going up, but I can see this as a fake out. See this as a fake out. 100%. We are rebalancing in on that 5 minute. I do want to say that's a 5 minute. Yep, that 5 minute inefficiency from last night whenever you were on your live. That same inefficiency, dude, that same inefficiency from last night is wanting to hold price this morning. That's wild. That's wild. Do you see that? Do you see that? I'm going to expand so that we can see it a little bit better. But, oh, well, maybe that isn't a 5 minute. Is that a 15 minute? Dude, I forget. These are new labels. 15 minute is holding up that price. Not one single body has landed below it, though. So that's something to consider, you know what I mean? It's looking like it's not gonna stay up, though. Isn't it wild? And what's better is being aware of that. 15 minute, like I said, that 15-minute is a bell weather, and that one right here holds price so much stronger. And so again, that's like a little tool to use to got a quick little shift right there on the 15 to gauge the market, right? The fact that it is not an inside candle makes me want it to go down to that level. And yesterday's first presented fair value gap, I feel way more better after it does something like that to go long. You're right. Bear flag forming. I don't even know how to interpret a bear flag. I kind of know. Is it like, let me see. I'll go down to this 1 minute. Low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. Yeah. If it opens, if it leaves this open, we've got a change in character. Yeah. 2 minute, okay. Okay, guys. It's at 11:05. We're going to get 30 seconds until this close. It looks like we have a good drop coming in. Could have been a good freaking scalpy right there. I want to see how this next minute, the open of the 5 minute, how she treats. And thanks for liking that live over there on the YouTube. I appreciate that. It helps out with the algorithm once we get some engagement going on. I appreciate all the love that we're getting. Amanda, thank you for joining the live. I appreciate that. Don't forget to hit that daily heart me. Let me go up right here. And it'll let you know whenever we're live. I try to go live every day, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time to about 10:30. We're 25 minutes away from that point. There it is. There's that lower low. Okay, 30 seconds in. Let me check out ES. I haven't done that. Yep. YM. Dirty 30, man. The dirty 30. Okay. Well. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't see how people trade the Dow Jones. YM. I mean, Lord. Okay, so kind of the same principle. This intermediate term high, I want to keep it untapped. Maybe come into this consequent encroachment. That could be a banger entrance. And then go down from there. Let's see what this comment says. I'm interested in longs at 23 at 504, or if we sweep that 23 437, that would be a nice opportunity for a long. Yep. Let's see. Whoa. I mean, we filled in that gap over here. Did a double tap into all of this mess. So yeah. $23,437. That's this low, I bet. Oh, where's my data box? 437. Yeah, I can see it, dude. Going for this low, and it has a PD array of an old all-time high from the 25th. Yeah, that's a good draw, man. That's a great draw on liquidity. We're working inside of that previous trading range, which I don't really like. We want to see it leave these areas and stay away from them and build up here, not revert back down. But yeah. Hey Carmen, thank you so much for being in here. I appreciate you. Let's see some info about Carmen. She has 221 followers. She's following 20 to 457. Okay, Carmen, you're a real one. I'm trying to pin your comment. I don't see one though. Yes, we are so close to that 20,000 goal. I appreciate y'all. Yep, man, we are getting to it. The low 507 and a quarter. What was your level? 504. So we are 3 3.25 away from that point. And wouldn't that be just something if it doesn't actually hit that and then ramps up? That's like typical. You know what I mean? That's why I've really been trying to bite my lip on pointing out like the intermediate term highs, because I mean, in the environment that we're in, it's just so easy to overlap. But we'll see. Just zoom back out, move over, got that 5-minute closure. Excuse me. So what I'm wanting to see is, we've already reclaimed that 15-minute imbalance on the 5. We left this one, returned into it, and had a little bit of displacement. No real inefficiency left. Hey Carmen, thank you for commenting. We got you pinned. Go follow her. She is a real one. Alright. Well, we are coming on the door of 19-ish minutes left. And 11 a.m. has offered a drop over 30 points. That's pretty good. We would only be at one target. I wouldn't have entered in right there. I don't guess. Okay. howdy. I appreciate you guys for the support and the love this morning. This has been great. The third live has been 30 minutes. Let me see, does this time? Yeah, 3 hours and 1 minute. Excuse me. We have been live for 3 hours on our third live. This has been great, and I love it. Thank you all for sharing out the live with your besties. We've been getting some traction in here, so I appreciate that. Okay, so we may be getting that load, that drop down into that previous trading range of yesterday. Yesterday's open. That's what I'm kind of wanting to see, leaving this intermediate term high there, and poof, 513.50 open, 513.50. We do have an inside candle forming potentially, so that can be a roll change. Carmen, where are we from? $33 is a good angel number. Is it really? You know, it's so funny. The other day while I was on live, I kept on saying 7,000, 7,000. And like I would talk about, well, it's probably going to drop 7,000 points. Anyway, there it is. Anyway, I then go into look at the Google, and I find out that 7,000 has a biblical meaning. Georgia. Coffee, isn't that where you're from? I know you're from somewhere in the South, I want to say. Aren't you from Georgia? Coffee? Carmen, I bet you are boiling. I remember. Okay, yay! Are y'all friends? I hope y'all connect. That's awesome. So, hot over there. I remember whenever I was younger and I was a little performer and I was on tour, and we stopped in Georgia towards the end, and this was like about this time of year. Oh my God, I got sick. Like I literally got heat exhaustion, I guess, and I could not stop throwing up, and it was horrible. I mean, I performed outside, and let me tell you, it was rough. All right, I bet E-Tex is happy as a clam. His level's been hit. We're returning back into that first percent fair value gap of yesterday. Yep. That's awesome. Yeah, heat advisories are in place all day today. Wow. And peaches are the best. You know what? I agree. Gotta love some peaches. Peaches. Anybody know who Bowser is? Do you hear me? Doesn't Jack Black sing that song or something like that? Yeah, we were just not in this trade today. We are not into trading. We are into chatting. Hey Obi, thank you for joining in on us. Go and tap that screen, share it out, find some new friends. We are chatters in here. We love to engage. Bowser always after Peach. Yes. That, you know, I used to play that game whenever I was a little child, and even as an adult, me and my best friend, oh my god, we would be obsessed. We got snowed in one year, and we just sat there and played. What is that game? Super Mario Brothers or whatever. Oh my gosh! I mean, we went through whole worlds during a snow in. Well, I just realized we hit 20,000. Yes. Thank you guys. We hit our goal. I'm going to do some kind of. Oh, that's a laughter. We're cheering. We're clapping. And thank you guys. My goodness, we hit our 20K goal. So, yeah, we have doubled every single live as far as our likes, guys. That is amazing. Oh, I just noticed, Carmen. LOL. Thank you, Shug. I was like, why are these pictures the same? Wow. Well, we hit our goal of 20,000. That's amazing. Wow. I couldn't have done it without you, man. Couldn't have done it. So, today's an example of me not being in a trade yet again, but I can't look at it as I'm not taking a trade again. No, I'm not going to take a trade until it makes sense to me. I can see it. It's about to drop, man. It's going to drop significantly, but I'm not feeling it. You know, you have to be 100% committed into what you participate in, and right now, no, you know, I'm not comfortable. Oh shit, as soon as I say it's going to drop, it ramps up. But right there, all it did was take out a swing high, and now you can see that mug drop to the flow. Had a 5-minute candle open, rebounds immediately. We need to check the closures. 496.50 open, 496 and a quarter. So, yep, I would think that we're going to want to rebalance that and then forward to the floor, man. Yep, if it's not in your favorite weight, you got to know when to hold them, you know. Abso-freaking-lutely. And the more practice that you get, like I'm doing right now for myself, and you get to see live, the more practice I get of doing this, the more patience I build, and holding off for those big paydays, right? It only takes one. Just like in videos, it only takes one video to go viral. Well, it only takes one trade to make or break you, right? So I hold out for as much as I can with it. So yeah. Bayron Diaz, thank you for joining in, man. Okay. It's like in and out, in and out. Last kid, how's it going? Wrapping up the market. We are about to enter in on the lunch hour. Okay, lunch hour. That's when people go on break, and that's when the market. Whenever I close the market, and reflect on what I saw today and what I learned and what I can take away from the market. Did I take a trade today? No. You see right here, There is no trade. I'm glad I got out of that trade. Seems like she wants to go lower. Right. That's what I'm thinking. So far we're holding these intermediate term highs. And just rebalancing. So yeah. There's 8 minutes left until, well, 7 minutes left until that 30. And we're at low of day. Is that right? It's quite annoying. Yeah, we're at low of day. We finally reclaimed that 15-minute. Yeah, look at that rebalance. And just... it's doing what I knew it was going to do. And it seems like a low resistance, actually. But not in it, man. Again, I'm more into these chats and keeping up with everybody and maintaining that today. Again, it's a fine line of getting used to doing this and thinking mentally of where I will enter in. And getting used to doing it in front of people. You know, you wouldn't understand that shy aspect. It's like, yeah, I'm risking money and putting myself out there. I'm going to want to make sure that it's something that makes sense. It's repeatable. So I'm okay with not entering in a trade. Again, my last trade was on the 17th, I think. Let's see what my computer's telling me. Yeah, the 17th of July. And see, I can't even reflect back on that because I was on my old laptop at that point. There it is. I know. Well, it's 22.3 now. Wow. Okay, so as we're wrapping up, I always like to come into the charts with a positive and a positive mindset and reflect on gratitude. I am gifted the opportunity to be in front of these charts, and I love to come into the marketplace with that gratitude and just something simple. Something I remind myself is I have the ability to move. I share the story with a gentleman who had multiple sclerosis, lost the ability to move, and ended up making millions of dollars by blinking his eyes. He made a system with his person, and he was able to literally make millions of dollars by blinking his eyes. I have the freedom to move. I have mobility. Jesus has granted me that ability, and I move my body pretty well. I am a dancer. I'm a dance educator for over 10 years. And that's something that just resonates with me. The fact that this man lost his ability to move, communicate, and or anything physically, but yet was able to create a system that worked for him. And I hold on to the gratitude of I am gifted the opportunity to freely move my body and manipulate and get up and walk away as freely as I please. And so I hold on to that. And then at the end of my session, I like to reflect on how did that trading session go? Well, you have to look back, man. And I see this. That's some pretty good low resistance. I noted it. I was paying attention to how we were leaving inefficiencies to the upside, and then a quick reversal at the first presented fair value gap, after the first presented fair value gap. holding on to how I maintain emotions throughout. And this is a verbal diary, journal entry, I guess. But these are things that I like to talk about in my journal to myself. That way I can reflect and look back on. And now I have this live stream that I can go back and watch. And so I think these are things that are important to realize, that these setups happen every single day. Don't mean that I have to engage in it right here. And eventually I'll become more comfortable with it, right? And so I just want to appreciate everybody for being here. We're at that 2 minutes till until the market closes, and it looks like we're getting, in true fashion, we're getting a good drop. We may be going for those lows that you were talking about, that 447, I think is what it was, or 37. Yeah, 437. E-Tex, I think you're right, man. We may be getting a lower low on that previous swing low. Want to fill in this volume imbalance on the daily. I could see it happening, and since we're coming on to the close of the session, we will not participate. We're too close to rule breaking, and I don't want to engage in that type of uncertainty right now, right? If it was a little bit earlier, maybe, but I'm holding myself accountable. Have you considered doing TikTok dance trends that would totally boost your follower count? Oh, girl, I don't think that people want to watch me do some TikTok. Well, they might, hell, just to judge. But we'll see. We'll see. Look at this drop, man. We're down to the low of that 9:30 to 10 a.m. range of yesterday. Excuse me. Wow. Dude, you're calling it. Own it, man. I love it. Go give y'all some love over here. Also, I need to make you a moderator over here on the... How did you do that, E-Tex? I think it would be good that we're both moderators for each other, right? And same with you, Coffee. I need to find a TikTok trend that, like a dance trend that would, match my personality, you know what I mean? Okay, how do I put you as a mod? Oh, that's why I'm not on the live account. Give me one moment. Yeah, I found it. I'm slow, man. Oh, and it looks like we're getting a mad dash reversal right at the 30, right? That's dirty 30s, man. Okay, there's managing. Moderator can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live, and also has the capability of standard moderator. I don't know. Can review and remove chat messages. It's the same thing. Whatever. Okay, put you as a mod. Let's see, what is this? You can do the dance trends, hype up learning trades, and celebrate all your wins. Oh, that's true. And yes, I need to figure out how to make you a mod for my lives. I know. Let me click on your profile. Oh. Prioritize their comments and other interactions in your live. Yes. Easily track interactions from marked viewers. Okay. Sorry guys, I am trying to figure out this TikTok. Oh, my phone's falling. Trying to figure out this TikTok mess. That's what I'm gonna call it. Okay, I clicked on the three little dots. Yeah, I got you. Oh my goodness, do you see this? It goes whoosh, boosh. Alright guys, so it's 11:30 Eastern, Eastern Standard Time, so I'm not entering in on the trade. maybe in the afternoon, I might do a pop-up live later on and actually see if I'm able to go live on the desktop. I'm hoping, fingers are crossed, eyes are crossed, ears are crossed. When TikTok first came out, lives were a lot easier to navigate. You know what? I bet. But there's so many little knick-knack thingies here. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. So I'm going to keep my happy mind on today and try to go live at some point. Yes, do it. I will be there for you. So I'm still trying to figure out how to get you as the mod. There's 3 dots here. Aha, add moderator. Comment, all of it? Yep, confirm. Moderator. Let me know what you find. I'll keep live for a little bit longer just so we can play around. But yeah, hey YouTube, thank you all for being here. We're seeing that mad dash. Oh my God, and here we go again. So not only if power's up, power's down, power's up, and now it's keeping. It's crazy. I will be right back. That was an emergency. So sorry. All right, yes, thank y'all for being here. It looks like we're reversing at the 11:30, and this is why I do not participate, because it goes against that that thought, right? We didn't take out this low, and that's not what I'm wanting. So yeah, let's get you to 23,000 likes. Man, we're 300 away. You know how awesome that would be? But if we keep up with it, then that means that next live would have to be 46,000. We can do it. We can do it, man. Yeah, I bet with those dogs, I mean, like, come on, guys, it's freaking summertime. At least put some freaking water out there, you know? For what it counts, I think showing people that being patient is just as important as showing trades. You know what? I agree. Like I said, a lot of traders, like there's one guy, I don't want to say his name, but he is very popular, and makes bank. But he also has slippage and things like that. Like he risks, I guess is the word I'm looking for. He puts heavy leverage onto his trades, is what I'm trying to say. And there's a video of him having over $81,000 lost past what he was intending to lose. So let's say he was risking $10,000. Well, he lost $91,000 in the blink of an eye. And this man is super hyped up and just always go. And I sit there and I'm like, how the blank do people watch this? I mean, like, this is a circus show. No offense to him. I mean, it obviously works. He has thousands and thousands of people in there. But I'm like, these are just young people that will not make it through with trading. They are going to lose more than they got, and good luck to them. And I like to be that calm in the storm. Hey, Carmen, I see you. Thank you for coming in. It should have. I thought So, anyway, that's why I like the calm in the storm calm in the storm versus the hype man. When you go into trading with emotions, your subconscious is always going to continue to try and develop that same scenario every time. And so if you go in with this super duper hype up, you're going to try and do that, and you're not always going to be in a happy go lucky mood. And so that's why I try to maintain calmness. And I hope that resonates with people, because at the end of the day, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm ready to start eventually getting into mini contracts and out of micros and making the real money, but it takes baby steps, right? With anything, it takes baby steps and a lot of heartache. It's got to rain before the flowers bloom, right? You plant them seeds, you've got to water them, and so it just takes time to do it, right? Hey, East Texas Trader, I see you back in the tiki-talkie. So, man, I appreciate y'all all being here. It is 8 minutes past that time. We have been live for 3.5 hours. This has been the longest live on TikTok. So far, it's been awesome. I appreciate all the love that I've gotten, and I hope that y'all have made some new connections. Tomorrow we'll be coming live again on TikTok and the YouTube. We'll be doing our What Do You Want to Know Wednesday. I'm going to go ahead and take these charts off. You'll get to see I am not taking in a trade until maybe about 2 this afternoon, but right now we're not on the charts anymore. We're going to go ahead and go to our outro scene, right, y'all? Just, oh my gosh, I look like a glowing red man on my phone. What the heck? Carmen, thanks for scooping up Texas Trader. Those 3 hours went by fast. I know. Swoop. It happens like that. All right, man. I appreciate y'all being here and loving the streams. Make sure you give that follow. Scoop up your friends in the chat for the last time. E6 Trader, it's funny, he and I both started trades at this, going live at about the same time. It's funny how the world works like that. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. What's 234? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I love it. I love the support. Again, tomorrow we'll be live again, 7 a.m. to 10:30. With What Do You Want to Know Wednesday. It's going to be some news, some crazy news going on. That keeps me out of the market, so I will be answering questions from people that are new to trading, and or asking questions from other traders that may be in the system. So come by, come ask some questions, and we'll be back there. Remember to follow, support each other, and I appreciate y'all being here. I will see y'all tomorrow at... Oh, Kelsey, thanks for joining in. I'm just now wrapping up, but thanks for joining in. I appreciate y'all. Have a great, beautiful day.